Yo, so I'm here to talk to y'all about, I might make 2 videos, but we're gonna do one, then see how I feel, because I'm starving. I haven't ate all day, and that's by design. We're gonna talk about how women supposedly test for a man's backbone, and we're gonna talk about why it's flawed. You know, I feel like one way you could tell how strong a man is by his life. His life tells a lot. A man's life tells a lot. Men don't accidentally just be in certain situations of positions of success and all these other things without struggle and discipline and, you know, perseverance, etc. It don't just happen by accident unless the man was just born with the shit, right? But the problem with a lot of women is this. I'm going to play games with him to see how emotionally strong he is, which is a mistake. I'm going to, what else they do? Test his patience and whatever the fuck they do. It's just dumb. And the reason why it's dumb is because the men who are used to dealing with a lot of women and the men who play a lot of women, they know exactly what you're doing. So guess who's going to pass the test? Versus a motherfucker that says, you know what, I ain't got time for the woman's games, I'm going to leave her alone. Guess who's going to pass the test? It's not going to be the right guy. It's going to be the guy that's used to dealing with a lot of women and know that she's playing this game. Also, a lot of women be like, I wish he would just put me in my place or say some crazy ass shit to me because I keep pressing his nerve and shit. Men, when it comes to women, we want peace with the woman. We don't want confrontation. So a lot of times a woman thinks because a man doesn't want to argue with her or tell her to shut the fuck up or whatever the fuck they thinking, that he's weak, right? But this is what they fail to realize. That same man that doesn't want confrontation with a woman because he wants peace with a female, and that's what he thinks about when he thinks about a woman, is the same guy that will put a man in his place if a man came at him wrong, right? Maybe not the woman because he doesn't want confrontation with women. He wants peace with them. But when it comes to a man, he might check that man, right? But then you got men who will check women all day long. But when a man come their way, they don't check shit. So again, what are women really accomplishing when they play this little game of, I'm trying to see if he has a backbone bullshit. And if he doesn't argue with me and act like a belligerent fool, then he must not have a backbone. This is the stupidest test that I've ever seen in my life. Because for one, the only ones that's usually passing this shit are the ones that know you're testing them and the ones that are dealing with multiple women. So they're going to know. They're going to know you're testing them. Also, with the patience thing, it's another thing. They think that it shows a sign of strength because I outweighted him or he outweighted me texting. Another situation where if a man talks to multiple women, that man's going to win that test. Versus a man that's only dealing with one, he's probably going to lose a little bit of patience and get irritated and say, fuck that woman. That's probably what's going to happen with the right guy that actually wants to deal with one girl. But guess who's going to pass the test? The same guy that passed the other test. The same one that's dealing with multiple women. Therefore, it's easy for me to ignore your text, right? Whatever. This is what happens, and you can't tell women nothing. They're going to continue to do these little tests, and they're not God. That's the problem. And for two, I feel like if a woman has to test a man, why are you dealing with the man? Number one thing about dealing with women and men should be trust. So if I got to test a woman to see if she fuck with me, then that woman's not for me. I feel like the test of time will let me know. If I got to send some guy, my friend, like, yeah, go try to fuck her real quick, I'm going to see what happens, dog. Man, that's crazy. Why am I even dealing with a woman if I got to do all these tests and shit and see if she is who she say she is and how strong and all this crazy ass shit they be doing, man? A lot of times you shoot yourself in the foot and you don't get accurate results when you try to test men. You think a man's weak and he really ain't, or it's just dumb shit, man. It's just dumb shit, man. And the ones who really be acing these tests be the ones who deal with multiple women. So really, they're not strong men or patient men and all this other shit. They just know how to pass your test. So stop trying to test men to see who they really are. You know, go with your intuition, your gut, and trust God. God will show you exactly who people are. You don't got to run no tests and run some dude off because your insecurities. That's stupidity, man. I'm telling you, it's not working. It's not getting y'all nowhere. You can keep doing it if you want to, but it's not getting you nowhere. You can't tell how strong a man is because he doesn't want to yell at, he doesn't want to argue with a woman. A man wants peace when he deals with a woman. The last thing a man want to do is argue with a fucking woman. Well, at least a man that got some type of sane to himself. You know, this, when we think of women, we think of peace and comfort place. So why I want to argue with a woman? It don't make sense. Like she's a man and shit. I don't understand this shit, man. But this is what goes on, and this is what women do. This is exactly what they do. If you're not yelling at them and all this other shit, he's weak. He can't be doing. Man, that same guy that doesn't yell at you be the same one that will stand up to men. But then the opposite, the guy that's yelling at you and all this other shit and telling you all this other shit, he won't even say that to a man. You gotta be careful. You know, you're gonna have to find another way to decipher the strength of a man. I'm telling you this though, a lot of the man's life reveals a lot about him as a person. A lot of where a man is in life reveals who he is as a person. That goes from decision making, strength, patience, all these things. You can just look and see, like, all right, he seems like he's doing. Now, don't get it twisted. He could be doing well in life and still sleep with multiple women and shit like that. I'm not saying that. That's a whole different thing. But all that other shit, the strength and the patience and the decision making and shit like that, that shit all goes into play of somebody's life. Your life is what you made it, man. For the most part, your life is what you make it or made it. And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And y'all men, we don't really test women like that. I mean, you could throw little tests. Like, all right, I'm gonna take her out to this and see how she trips or not. That's different. But like sending, I'm gonna take her out to eat here and see if she trips or not or how she acts. That's a little different. But I still wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even test a woman. I would just be like, this is where I'm taking a woman that I don't know yet like that. I'm not taking a woman out here yet. See, it's really not a test. It's just how I move. You know, it's not like I'm thinking of a test. Let me test her. And man, that's crazy, man. Because a woman, on the other end, a woman could be smart enough to know that you're testing her. A woman could be like, it's okay. We can just go here. I ain't tripping on that. I don't want a man's money and all that. You know, that she can play the same damn shit that the man could play. A lot of times, guess who's passing the test when you men are giving tests? It's the same way, vice versa. It's the female players that are passing the test because they deal with so many men. You know what I mean? That's why when you play the game, you lose the game. The only way to win the game is not to play the game. That's the only way to win it, man. And all this test shit, you know, I just feel like I don't need to test a woman. I feel like the Most High will have revealed to me who a female is. Before it's too late and all that. You know what I mean? I really feel that way. I really feel like the Most High shows us all, but people ignore the flags and the signs and all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's it, man, for now. I'm going to let y'all go for now, and I hope y'all stay up and stay strong and stay smart, man. Stop testing people, man. You know, a lot of times you don't got to test people because you could clearly see what's what. And if you do got to test somebody, that's probably not somebody you should be dealing with. If I got to test a woman, look at her phone or this or that, that's not the woman I should be with if I got to do all these crazy ass things, man. Just simple facts. If I got to do this shit, she can't be the right one. She can't be the right one for me. You know what I'm saying? Why am I dealing with that? I wouldn't and shouldn't, you know? I think people affiliate anger and belligerent behavior and all this other shit with strength. But really, strength is being able to control your anger and behavior. That's really the real strength. You know what I mean? Anybody can be belligerent and do all this other crazy, dumbass shit. That don't mean shit. But we know we live in a world that's backwards, so what do you expect, right? Hey, so I'm on to the next one for now, man. Hopefully I touched everything on this. You know, moral of the story is, a lot of players know they're being tested, so they're going to pass your test. And that's female or male. They know they're being tested, so they're going to pass your test. That's why you can't, that's why you don't have to test them. The Most High will reveal it's better to play the possum and let them do what they do so you can really see who they are. Just like when you have kids, you don't let your kids know that you're looking in their phone and all that other shit. Nope, you play dumb and you just let it happen. And, well, I mean, unfortunately, you don't want just let shit happen to your kids. You want to talk to them about shit and all that first, of course, and warn them and shit like that. But say I had a 10-year-old, I wouldn't let them know that I'm onto their phone and shit. I would just play dumb so I could really see them reveal their hand, you know, instead of, hey, don't be doing this or that. Now they hiding it. You know what I mean? But if they don't think I'm clueless, if they think I'm just some parent who don't know no better because everything's new under the sun in their mind, you know, they not gonna hide shit. They're gonna be very sloppy with it. So therefore, I'm gonna be able to see exactly what they're doing. Like, okay, they don't think I know this. They don't think I'm looking. You know what I mean? Just like if you work at work and you don't think a boss looking or something, a lot of people gonna do shit they shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, man. But this strength shit. This testing strength shit, can't test a man's strength by that. You just can't. Ain't no way around it. Because I could yell at a woman all day and then when a man come up, not say shit. Be scared as hell. Come on, man. Stop that shit, man. Stop it. It's just dumb. A man wants peace when he deals with a woman. But I guess unless her emotions are being engaged up and down and shit, I guess she's not happy. You know, this is a thing that I've just now learned in life, and I'm hoping that it's not true with all of them, but maybe it is. I don't know, but they need to find another way to engage their emotions, like going out with their boyfriend or doing something. You don't gotta cause drama to engage your emotions. You can go do shit. You can go live your life. You don't gotta do this drama shit to start arguments with a man and shit. It's just childish, dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb, man. It's not thinking. That's what it is. I'm out for now, man. On to the next.